so this lady contacted me. She was a sailor, and she was, I guess, like in Hawaii for a certain amount of time during all her tours and different places that she went. And during that time, she met my mom. And so she messaged me to ask me to write a song about my mom, who was like the love of her life way back in the day. And this is way before my mom met my dad and they had kids and all that stuff. So I couldn't believe this story was for real. And while I haven't been really able to sing, go live on Facebook singing, I have been just working on this song, like tweaking the words and stuff. Because I also have Lynn Basso's song that I haven't done yet. But this one, I feel like I could kind of get through today, so I want to try to do it. And I'll probably have to start over a couple times for you guys, but I thought you might want to hear all the words. Then once I feel like I got it down pretty good, I'm going to go and try and do it on my main page. So first of all, this song is called The Sailor and the Dancer. And when I first wrote it, the title was Dancing Forever in My Mind. But then the story became about so much more after it was like the third email that the lady sent to me. It became so much more because it was, she was in Desert Storm. And that kind of changed. So I had a whole song written, and then she sent me this email. It was answering a question I had asked, but I didn't know anything about her being in Desert Storm. So it was answering a question, and she just happened to mention while I was there, while I was in Desert Storm, there was this peaceful, quiet night, the night before the storm. The night before they were hearing all the bombs and everything go off. And on that quiet night before the storm, she thought of my mom and all the memories that they had made. So for someone to be that important in your life and stick with you like that is really special. And I was like, gosh, I have to say something about that. And so it really became more about the sailor and the dancer, not just the dancer, but how the dancer affected this sailor's life. And maybe even if just for a moment in time they were something, maybe they were, it's not like, for this person, it's kind of like each experience is what it is for that person on that side. And it is different for both sides. And for that person, this love has kind of carried her through all these times. And really, really, really just kind of magical, I think. And hopefully I won't have any distractions. I got, if somebody comes back in the house, the dog might start barking. So I might have to start over. But let's try it. And I'm going to try to also remember all the words. So. This is where I kind of want to do like a little music box sounds. All right. I'll never forget that night, the way you glided on the dance floor, just like it was ice. It was one mere moment in time that I've been living on for all my life. The band played a Donna Summer song. Your eyes met mine for the first time, and I was gone. The sailor and the dancer, I held you for a moment, and you twirled away. When it comes to love you, well, you were my answer. No matter how I tried, you just couldn't stay. And even though you're not mine, you've been dancing forever in mine. on the catamaran. That's what I'll never forget. Rum and drinks in our hands. I got to lead you while the band plays. Though it's been so long, that memory never fades away. The sailor and the dancer, I held you for a moment and you twirled away. When it comes to love you were my answer. No matter how I tried, you just couldn't stay. Oh, and even though you're not mine, you've been dancing forever in my mind. On that dark, quiet night, right before the storm, you were right there in that desert. You were keeping me warm. Oh, as the bombs went off and all the sounds of the war, that's when I saw things I haven't seen before. And it was you brought home to every faraway place. When I felt alone, I closed my eyes, there was your smiling face. The sailor and the dancer, I held you for a moment and you twirled away. When it comes to love you were my answer. No matter how I tried, you just couldn't stay. Oh, and even though you're not mine, I've been living on this love all my life. 'Cause once upon a time, even if it was just one moment in time, you were mine.